You know, there are some stories, they just get under your skin. And it's not because of how they end, it's because they don't end. They just stop, leaving this giant, chilling question mark. In our world of cameras everywhere, some of these mysteries are captured forever in a single, haunting piece of footage. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, the truly bizarre case of Lars Mittank.
Okay, look at this. This is the image, the one that haunts everyone who sees it. It's grainy, it's silent, it's just CCTV from an airport in Bulgaria. And you see this young guy just sprinting. I mean, he's running like his life depends on it. You can almost feel the terror. But here's the creepy part. As you keep watching, you realize there's nobody chasing him. The hallway is completely empty. So the question is, what on earth was he running from? He blasts through the airport doors, leaps over a high fence like it's nothing, and just vanishes into this huge field of sunflowers. And that was it. Gone. Forever. This wasn't some thought-out escape plan. No, this was pure, raw panic. A sprint right into thin air. So to even begin to understand what happened in those final, insane moments, we've got to go back. I mean, how does a totally normal vacation with your friends turn into, well, this? Let's rewind the tape to the beginning. So this is the guy we're talking about, Lars Mittank, just a regular 28-year-old dude from Germany. He had a job at a power plant, was a huge fan of his local soccer team, you know, a normal guy. He and his friends decided to go on a trip to a place called Golden Sands, a beach resort in Bulgaria. You can picture it, right? Supposed to be a week of just sun, sand, and good times. And for the most part, the trip was exactly that. Completely normal. But then, on one of the last nights, everything changed. Things got violent. Lars was a big fan of the Werder Bremen football club, and he got into some kind of argument with fans of a rival team, Bayern Munich. You know how those things can go. The argument got heated, and it turned into an actual physical fight. During the fight, Lars got hit hard in the head, and it was serious enough to rupture his eardrum. Now, a doctor told him, look, you can't fly like this. The pressure change in the airplane could do some really serious damage. So his friends, they had to fly home without him. And just like that, Lars was left behind, all alone. And this is where the story takes a really dark and bizarre turn. All by himself in a country where he doesn't speak the language, Lars's behavior just starts getting really, really weird. He calls his mom, totally panicked, whispering on the phone that he's hiding because 4 men are following him. And then he says this absolutely chilling thing to her. He says, "They don't want me to live or die." Okay, so now we're getting to it. His final hours. This is the part that was caught on camera, the part that turned this from just another missing person case into one of the internet's most haunting, unsolved mysteries. So his mom, trying to help, books him a new flight home and gets him a room at a cheap hotel near the airport. But Lars was terrified. He hardly spent any time in the room. He called his mom again, saying those men from the fight, they'd followed him. He was really, truly spiraling into what seemed like extreme paranoia. His fear felt so real to him. He was begging his mom on the phone to cancel all his credit cards. He was absolutely convinced that these 4 guys were about to rob him or do something even worse. And this is the core of the mystery, isn't it? Was this all in his head, or was he actually in very real danger? Okay, let's break down this final critical sequence, just piece by piece. So, Lars takes a taxi to the airport. Before he can even check in for his flight, he stops by the airport doctor for one last look at his ear. Witnesses said he seemed calm, but then a man, apparently a construction worker, walks into the doctor's office, and for some reason we will probably never understand, Lars just snaps. He jumps to his feet, screams, "I don't want to die here," and just bolts. He leaves everything, his wallet, his phone, his passport, all of it. And this is where we get that infamous CCTV footage. You see him sprinting through the main terminal. He just drops his bags and doesn't even look back. He runs out the front door, across the parking lot, and then he does something incredible. He scales this 8-foot-tall barbed wire fence like an athlete, and on the other side, a huge field of sunflowers. He runs into it and disappears. That was the last time anyone ever saw Lars Mittank.
It's like he ran right into the arms of nature, and it just swallowed him up. Of course, a huge search was launched immediately, but all it did was make the whole thing even more mysterious.
I mean, they had
everything out there. Police, search dogs, even drones combing that sunflower field and the forest next to it. And yeah, the terrain is tough, but it's not like it's impossible to search. And yet, they found nothing. Not a single thing. No trace of him, no piece of clothing, no body. It was as if he had literally vanished into thin air. So, where does that leave us? What could have possibly happened here? The theories, as you can imagine, are all over the place. Could the head injury have triggered some kind of sudden severe paranoia? Maybe it was a strange side effect from the medication he was on for his ear. Or what if his fear was totally real? What if he really was running from dangerous people, maybe involved in something awful like human trafficking? And then there's the idea that he could have had a total mental break, a fugue state, and is out there somewhere right now with no idea who he is. And what's so frustrating and fascinating about this case is how you can look at the exact same evidence and come to two totally different conclusions, right? So on one side, you have the mental health crisis theory. His behavior got more and more paranoid right after that head injury, and crucially, you see no one chasing him on that video. But then you flip it. He was very specific when he told his mother that men were after him, and it turns out that part of Bulgaria is known for having issues with organized crime. So what if his fear was completely justified? What if he saw something he wasn't supposed to see? And so, in the end, this is all we're left with. A grainy video of a man running from something, a family that's been waiting for answers for years and years, and a mystery that honestly feels impossible to crack. Was he running from a demon in his own mind, or was he running from a very real human monster? The video ends, but the questions, they just go on and on. So I have to ask, what do you think happened to Lars Mittank?